How's everybody doing? I just wanted to make a quick video on my 2019 Mustang GT. Just got it lowered a couple days ago. So it's been raining, so I haven't had really a chance to come out and make a video about this yet, but this is going to be a video basically for anybody looking into purchasing these Steeda Progressive lowering springs. These are 19-inch wheels, both front and back, of course. The dimensions of the wheels on this setup currently are 19 by 10 in the front and 19 by 11 in the back. The tires on these wheels right now are 285 35 19 in the front and 305 35 19 in the back. So it's a 35 sidewall, not a 40, which is why you can see I have a little bit of a gap, but not too much. The next time I get a new set of tires, I'm probably going to go 40 sidewall in the front to close up that gap a little bit more. But the drop on this one is basically 1.25 inches up in the front from factory, and the drop in the back is 1 inch exact. For those of you wondering, the height of the fenders from the ground after the drop with the Steeda Progressive springs, I believe it's 27 inches in the front, and it's 27.5 inches from the ground to the fender at the top in the back. I may have to double check that. I will update the description if it is. But yeah, I basically wanted to make this video and get a little bit in depth because when I was shopping for these springs, I didn't really have some of these answers as far as measurement and how it would look on a 35 sidewall, but I'll just do a quick walk around. I plan to make more videos on this car and any future modifications that are yet to come so that you guys have a good idea. The car is ceramic coated. It was raining yesterday and it's pretty cloudy today, so you can't really get a good idea of the gloss. Probably make another video on the ceramic coating later on when it's a little bit more sunny. But that is a GT350 track style spoiler on the car. I've removed the factory one and replaced it with that, so just something subtle. I don't want to get something too crazy. I was looking into the NMD V series spoiler, but in person I thought it just looked a little too big for this car. So sorry about the noise. I try to find a secluded location, and it is a weekend, so it's about as good as it's gonna get right now, I think. So yeah, this is the Steeda Progressive lowering spring setup, both front and back. This is how it looks on a 19-inch wheel setup. Let me know in the description if you guys would like any more specifics. I can definitely comment down below and help you guys out with some of you that might be looking for a similar setup and have some questions about fitment. Installation on this one took about 2 hours exact. The front is pretty straightforward. You drop down the strut, compress the spring, replace the strut spring. The back was a little bit more time consuming. You do have to drop the subframe just a little bit so you can wiggle that spring out because of the new IRS setup on these S550 Mustangs. So yeah, sorry if the video was a little choppy or got drug on a little too long. This is the first video I'm making on the car. Like I said, I want to make more videos on this and for any other modifications that are yet to come. So drop a comment if you guys have any other questions, or if you guys would like to see any specific kind of videos. I do like to get into detail because again, when I'm looking for something on the market, I like to get as much detail as possible from videos and reviews. So I don't mind if you guys have any questions. I don't mind making in-depth videos on anything else. Guys, I'm sorry, I forgot to mention the ride quality. Of course, one of the most important things aside from the looks. Ride quality on this spring setup is actually really close to factory. I didn't feel any stiffness. Again, they are progressive rate springs. For those of you who don't really know what that means, specifically, it's when you are just cruising around or taking gentle turns, the spring rate is not that stiff. And that means basically that, you know, it's going to be a smooth ride throughout the turn, throughout the straights. But as soon as you start, you know, taking the corners a little bit more aggressively, the spring rate does tighten up respectively or accordingly, and the springs do feel a bit stiffer. So it's actually like a perfect equilibrium, if you will, as far as the stiffness of the springs. So it's, you know, you're kind of cruising around, it's not really stiff because you don't need it to be. Yet when you're starting to really smash through those turns, it does stiffen up as you speed up. So it's actually a perfect combination. That's kind of why I went with this one as well. I was looking at some more aggressive setups, and I was also looking into the linear springs, but I figured after riding in this, I wouldn't have it any other way, to be honest, because I think the linear setup would be too stiff for a daily driver. This is my daily driver, so yeah. Let me know if there's any other questions, guys. Have a good day.